Hello, today I would like to show you all how to make a simple heat engine. First of all, we need to prepare all the materials that is required to make the steam engine. First up is the boat itself made out of empty plastic container. A copper tubing is also required to be placed as shown in the picture. Next up is ethanol. And last but not least, the small metal cap.
First up, fill the whole copper tubing with water first. Oh oops. Too fast. Next, pour the ethanol slowly to the metal cap. Ensure there is no water inside the cap when filling it up with ethanol. Then, place the cap underneath the coiled copper tubing. The next step is very dangerous and do not try this at home. Viewer discretion is advised. Find a fire source and light up the ethanol inside the metal cap. Once done, put the whole boat into a pool of water and be prepared for something special to happen. Make sure that both ends of copper tubing is inside the pool of water.
Wow! The whole boat is moving forward by itself. Can you notice the pulse that is formed around the boat? What is happening? This has to do with science and thermodynamics, of course. No worries. Let me explain that for you. To start with, here is a simplified diagram of the whole steam engine. Assume that the whole copper tubing is the system and the rest are the boundaries. When you light up the ethanol, it actually heats up the water present in the copper tubing. Based on thermodynamics' first law, the heat from the flame is transferred to the copper tubing and heating up the water inside it. When the water in the coil boils, the steam expands. The first law of thermodynamics is the application of the conservation of energy principle to heat and thermodynamic processes. The change in internal energy of a system is equal to the heat added to the system minus the work done by the system. This pushes the water out of the tubes. The reaction pushes the boat forward. Do you still remember the formation of pulse around the boat? Here is the myth behind it. As the steam continues to expand, it encounters the section of tubing that used to be full of water. This tubing is cold, and the steam condenses back into water. This causes a vacuum to form, which pulls more water back into the tubes. You would expect that the water moving back into the tubing would cause the boat to go backwards. However, the water doesn't get very far before it hits the end of the tube. Water being sucked from both sides of the tubes meet each other at the middle of the tubes and pushing each other out against the tube. Thus the boat moves forward again. That's basically about the whole simple heat engine. Do have fun trying it, but remember, safety is the first priority. Always take care of yourself and thank you for watching.